Hi, this is Terry. I've been maintaining a 180-pound weight loss for over a year with a clean, whole foods, meat-focused, low-carb, low-calorie approach. It is time to do our weekly meal prep for my salads. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll start with my rutabaga. To get my rutabaga done, I cut off both ends so I have a flat surface. And then I pull out my peeler, and it doesn't peel across a flat surface, so I do have to kind of cut those edges off, the flat surface edges, and I have to create an angle for the peeler to go across. There we go. And by the way, I am out of my, what were those things? My disposable, what are them things? The disposable cutting boards. So you're just going to have to see paper plates until I get the gumption and the memory to order some more. So we're back to paper plates for a while. So now I'm just going to take this peeler and I'm just going to go around and get all the skin off of my rutabagas. And I will be back. Okay, now that I have that peeled, there's a brown spot on it, so I'm going to try to catch the edge of it so I can get it off with the knife easier. This is my cleaver. That Gloria sent me. Now I'm going to see if I can cut off this little brown spot here. Alrighty. And I'm going to cut this up into smaller pieces because we're going to shred it. I really like the shredded texture. You know, rutabaga is kind of a tough, not tough, it's a very hard, dense vegetable, kind of like carrots, only even more dense than a carrot. So I'm going to cut this into bites, into smaller cubes because we're going to shred it up. This is also from Gloria. Oh, shoot fire. Gotta put this on, then screw it down. Alrighty, and put this through. These dogs love meal prep day. They know there's all kinds of stuff going around, and they just hope that maybe they're going to get something. So here, oh, I need a container, Terry. Hello. I'm just going to shred it up. And I think I'm going to scoot it back just a little further because a piece fell in the floor and Sammy got it. I don't think it's poisonous to dogs, but just don't know, so I don't want to tempt fate. So now I'm just going to keep going through and I'm going to finish shredding this, and I will be back when I'm done. Okay, so I've got these done. And it's funny, I forgot that I had some already shredded in the refrigerator. So I'm going to go ahead and put a paper towel on these and flip them upside down and put them in my refrigerator for next week. Next up, as usual, is my peppers. And I just take them, push in the green, and pull it apart. And I'll tap those seeds out. No seeds. Gently pull this center out. That's the stem, and there's all your seeds. And there's just a couple in here. Tap those out, and no seeds. So I'm going to do that with these other two, and I'll be right back. Well, I come back and forgot to show you. I cut up the peppers in about bite-sized pieces. I don't put these on my salad right now. I put them on my salad the night before. So that way they're not making my salad wet or making anything turn bad. So I got my paper towel on it, and I got my peppers turned upside down. and I'm going to put them in the refrigerator. But this is just something I like to do for the upcoming week, and I can use them in all kinds of ways. Okay, so the last thing we're going to do is this red onion. I'm going to throw on some gloves so my hands don't smell like onion. Usually I use my chopper, but that's whenever I'm going to cut up multiple onions. Today I'm just going to do one, so I'm going to do my best to hold my breath while I chop. Because I just want to do this quick. So let me toss this right here. So I'm cutting off the bottom so I have a flat surface. And I'm going to go ahead and just slice up that end that I just cut off. I'm going to cube that up. There we go. Now I'm going to slice these up and then I'll cube them. All right, into 3 big cubes. So if you don't like onions, that's all right. You just figure out what vegetables you want on your salad and you chop them up and you get whatever you want. Ooh, it's starting to burn. It's starting to burn. You just get whatever you want and cut them up for your preference. We all ain't got to like the same thing. And that's all right. Not to mention, my taste buds are kind of janky because of COVID. So okay, so there's my red onions. Now let's get ready to build our salad. When I first started making my stuff, I made a salad every night. So making it all of them on a weekend, it's actually still on the newer side for me. So right now I use 100 grams of cabbage. I think I'm going to just use all this up. And then it's probably not going to be perfectly 100 grams, and that's all right. Let me split that up between the 3. Alrighty. So then we're going to break into our cabbage, the already shredded up cabbage. Again, I get them around 100. It's not perfect. So I just have 2 more left. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up here. Okay. And 1 more. Now I can use the rest of this in some kind of something or another. I can make up some cracked cabbage or whatever else I want to do with it. Let me put this in the refrigerator. Okay, next up we're going to do our onions. So I'm going to zero this out. I usually do about 30 grams of red onion and 30 grams of white onion. It ain't going to be perfect. But, nope, not that much. You just got to zero it out before you add whatever it is you're going to add. There. All right, so I got my 30 grams. And give me just a second, I'll be right back. So next up, we're going to zero it out and we're going to add our white onions. So 0 and around 30 grams of white onions. 30 grams. And I'm going to keep going, and I'll be right back when I'm done. With the leftover onions, I'm going to put them into this little container. I'm going to add a paper towel to the top of it, so that way I can flip it upside down, just like y'all taught me. And that will keep my onions from getting too wet too fast. Now we're going to add the shredded rutabaga. This is the one that I had shredded, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. Not last weekend because I was at my mama's house. When I do 60 grams of the rutabaga. And I'm going to start with the older cabbage first. So then because I might run out of rutabaga. And then I'll switch over to this week's rutabaga. And I don't typically add tomatoes when I'm doing this. Sometimes lately when you buy tomatoes, sometimes there's some and they kind of turn bad kind of fast. So I don't want the salad to get yucky. So I add tomatoes and peppers and any kind of extra thing that might get wet or that might get soggy or go bad. I wait until the night before to add them. Well, it looks like I'm probably going to have just the right amount. And again, by me weighing everything and having the amounts, I actually have the amounts written up on my door here for about how much I like to use. So then if something happens to the scale, over 4 to 6 week period, I can say, all right, well, I've been doing this much of this item, so let me see what I need to add or take away. So there we go. That is, wait a minute, Terry. Okay. Gotta make sure I have the right ones in the right spot. So that, you're looking at all my salads for the next week. And that will be them. So now I'm just going to put the paper towel on them and flip them over, and I'll be right back. So now let me go on and I'll show you. I take a paper towel and I put this on it. And I store it upside down. I'm going to put this one over here because that's one that I want on the top. You all taught me that down in the comments section. So if you are a new subscriber and you're watching this video, definitely read my comment section. There are so many things that these people have taught me. Holy smokes. It's amazing what people know about things. All the hacks and tips and tricks, and because these salads literally last. I ate yesterday. I ate one that was a week and a half. No, let's see. It was the day before yesterday. It was like almost like 13 days old, and it was still going strong. So, I don't add seasonings now. I also add my seasonings the night before. That way they don't draw out moisture like salt. The salt in the seasoning isn't drawing out the moisture. All right, I'll get these last two and I'll be right back. Okay, they're all done. Hey, you don't have to use cabbage on your salads. You can use spinach. I personally like cabbage for the crunchiness. And for me, cabbage lasts. Like I said, I can eat on this lettuce. The salad was almost 2 weeks old the other day. So that's why I like cabbage. When I went from carnivore to keto, I did not want to be wasting a bunch of food like I did before I even started eating healthy at all. I would buy an apple and it would sit in my thing for days and go bad, or I'd buy carrots and they'd go bad. So I decided at this time I don't want my food to go bad. I don't want to waste food. So I opt for cabbage. You can definitely opt for whatever you want to. Again, whenever I use cabbage, one of these will last me 2 weeks. So this cabbage is 2 weeks old right here, and it's still good. So I just want to let you know that. So you do your own thing, but that's how I make my salads for the week, and that's how I'm doing my vegetables this week. Bye.